2012, Pallavi Purkayastha was brutally murdered in her flat in Wadala. 2 years later, the guard of her building has found her guilty. My colleague Amruta Shedge, tracking the case very closely at the Mumbai court, spoke to a bereaved father who today has taken some solace in the fact that the murderer of his daughter has been found guilty, but all he wants is now the death punishment. Listen in. Now, almost 2 years after Mumbai lawyer Pallavi Purkayastha was brutally murdered inside her apartment building in Wadala, a Mumbai court.
In the court, what punishment you are expecting on 3rd of July?
Nothing less than death. Nothing less than death.
It must be a very difficult phase for you. Two years, after 2 years, the verdict will come.
It cannot be expressed in words. What we have undergone, or for that matter, two families have undergone last 2 years.
This is not a single murder, if we see, this is a double murder.
Double murder. This is double murder. Pallavi and Avik possibly have paid more income tax than, they have paid income tax which should be more than the fellow has consumed in last 2 years staying in the prison.
So there are many young girls,
professionals who are at the threshold of a beautiful life, a beautiful career. They were nipped at the bud. I only wish that this thing doesn't happen to any other family and
Many other young girls are staying in Mumbai. Mumbai is a city where people come from all of the country. Do you think that the place is becoming unsafe for girls?
No, it's not only true for Mumbai. You see, it is true for all the metropolis of big cities. You see, they are the places of work. So, population under Indian condition, they generally move out from smaller cities to bigger cities or to metropolis. My only request is that to learn lesson from this incident, that please take care of your own security. Don't leave it to chances.
Mumbai police has done a tremendous work in this.
Extremely good work. And we are grateful to all the officials at every level who were involved in this case. And I must say, I am also grateful to my ex-minister, Mr. Sharad Pawar, who had given me, of our family, a big support.
In this case, neighbors did not help Pallavi. Do you think that somewhere the society is keeping their mouths shut on such cases?
See, society, yes, when I have what we are undergoing for last 2 years, yes, we feel that society should be more conscious and should come forward for helping people who are in distress, particularly at the wrong or odd hours of the day and night. Yes, society should be more responsive and more responsible.
So last question, what do you expect on 3rd of July?
Nothing less than death punishment.
Thank you so much. With cameraman Mangesh Amre, Amruta Shedge in Mumbai for Headlines Today.
Pallavi Purkayastha was murdered brutally in her flat in Wadala 2 years back in 2012. The parents of Pallavi, you just heard speak, the father wanting the death penalty for the guard who's now been held guilty for the murder of Pallavi Purkayastha. Alongside, the father has gone and thanked the crime branch Mumbai, who he said has done an exceptional job in actually cracking the case, where to begin with, there was no clear motive that was established. To put it in perspective, the guard has been charged with murder, molestation and trespass, and the quantum of sentence will now be announced on the 3rd of July. It has been a 2-year wait for Pallavi's parents. Her live-in partner, Avik Gupta, passed away from a brain ailment in the year 2013 as well. You just heard Pallavi's father say that it is not just the murder of his daughter, but also of Avik, the prime witness who has been battling a brain ailment ever since Pallavi passed away, was killed in the tragic circumstances in 2012. Let's also listen in to what a bereaved mother had to tell my colleague Amruta.
बिल्कुल तबाही हो गई हमारी जिंदगी में। बेटी हमारी सब कुछ थी, और बेटी भी चली गई, होने वाले दामाद भी चला गया, और क्या बकरा ही क्या ज़िंदगी में। लड़की इस तरह से चली गई तो और क्या चाहिए माँ को। बिल्कुल सज़ाए मौत होना चाहिए। आई वांट द डेथ पेनल्टी डेफिनेटली फॉर।
My colleague Amrita Shedge has been tracking every twist and turns of this case since 2012. Today, the verdict has come out, but the red letter day would be Judgment Day on July 3rd, when the quantum of sentence is announced. And as you just heard, the parents of Pallavi, that they want nothing less but the death penalty. Amrita, Special Prosecutor Ujjwal Nikam had taken over Pallavi's case. Can you tell us exactly what did he argue in court today? Amrita, can you hear me? All right, we seem to be having an audio glitch. We're going to try and re-establish our audio line with my colleague Amrita, who's right now at the court premises. But to put it in perspective, two news pieces which are emerging from this report. Number one, the guard charged with molestation, trespassing and murder has been held guilty on all charges. And secondly, the quantum of sentence would be announced on the 3rd of July.